everyone, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the ESC Scot YouTube channel. Today is such an exciting day. We get our first Eurovision song for 2024. Earlier than expected, we did not expect to see this today, but today I'm going to be reacting to France's entry for Eurovision 2024, which is going to be held in Malmo, Sweden next May. I'm going to listen and react, and I'll tell you how I think this could do in Malmo next May. It's the first time I've said that this year, and I'm very excited to listen, so let's play the intro. Okay, so I am currently watching a French television program. It looks like a TV news program thing, like the equivalent to like the 6 o'clock news here. This morning, I, along with every single Euro fan, woke up to the news that France has officially announced its Eurovision entry for this year. Do not start to buffer. Why is it buffering? Yeah, so it was kind of a surprise. France kind of just came out of the blue and said, this is who we're sending. And France is sending someone that's established. They're that established that I knew who they were before Eurovision. Like, I know who this man is, and I cannot believe that France is getting that. I can't not believe it. They are sending an artist called Slimane. A lot of people will probably call him Slimane or Slimane. I do know this guy's face, and a lot of people do, because he was a contestant on the French Voice back in 2016. You know, like the voice compilation videos, like from the most famous blind auditions ever? This guy has one of the most famous blind auditions ever. Not to mention he won that series of The Voice that he was in, and then from that season of The Voice he's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and now he's a coach on The Voice in Belgium, I think it is, and he's also a coach on The Voice Kids in France. It's huge. He's huge. Yeah, so Slimane has went from being on The Voice to being a coach on The Voice in a different country, and then being a coach on The Voice Kids for his own country. He's an established artist with, I think, a platinum album. He's got loads of albums out, loads of singles. France are sending possibly a risk this year. Like, I think I've heard a snippet of the song. I think everyone has now, if you've been on Twitter or Instagram. I think it's a ballad. Well, obviously, if the snippet is right, it's a ballad. Which, I'd be happy if we get a nice French ballad. The song is called Mon Amour. Yeah, so I'm hoping for a really nice French ballad from a guy that can clearly sing. I hope the hype is real, and I hope that the early release was worth it. I hope that's not a bad sign. A lot of people on Twitter have been saying that might be a bad sign that they've released it so early. I cannot believe I'm sitting here just watching French news. It is 7:15. I think this show finishes at about past. So we are going to get it in the next 5 minutes. I also need to mention how I'm going to rank the songs this year. Last year, I didn't really like the way I ranked the songs or critiqued them either. I listened to the song and then said, I'll give that song a 7. I don't like doing that because it gives you an unfair representation of how I didn't like the song or how I liked the song. Because I maybe liked the song more than I did the voice, or maybe I liked the voice more than I did the staging or the music video or whatever. I'm going to rate each song in kind of different categories. So the first category is, do I like the song? If I like the song, I'll give it a high score of like 9, 10. So I'm going to be scoring it out of 10. So do I like the song? Simple. That's the first category. Second category is going to be, do I like their voice? There are some voices you hear and you go, I'm not a big fan of that. So if I feel that, down below, if I like his voice, it'll be high. The third category would be staging. But seeing as there's probably it's not a live performance, I don't think, it's going to be a music video, so I'll base it on the music video. Do I see any visual representation that I can possibly see transferred onto stage? Do I get a vision in my head for potential staging? Basically, do I like the visuals? That's it. That's what I'm basing my ratings on this year for every song. Then I'll figure out the average of the 3 scores, and then that will be my scoring. And then it'll be easier to find out my top 40. If there's 40 songs this year, it'll be easier to figure out who is my favourite and who's not based on their rankings. If you don't like numbers, if you don't like analytics, then just skip over that conversation. But this talk show's taking forever. I just want to hear Mon Amour. I really want to hear it. I still cannot quite believe that France is the first country to be releasing their song. It's just so odd. It's never happened before, so it's like, we're in the Twilight Zone, people. Right, okay, it's been 40 minutes. But he's now talking, he's on screen, here we go. So we're hoping for a very sweet, lovely ballad from France. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Joking. Have I just sat here for 40 minutes for nothing? I mean, that sounded good, but it was 30 seconds. Okay, so I do feel kind of like an absolute idiot for sitting through that whole news programme and they only gave us like 30 seconds. although I was a bit impatient and just checked YouTube and it's there. So this is Mon Amour, Slimane live performance. I know it's not going to be live, but it's like a music video almost, and it's got subtitles, so we'll know what the song's about. But Mon Amour means love, so I'm assuming it's about love. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's play. Fan of ballads. I'm that person that's just so annoying. I like pop. I'm the most blandest person ever when it comes to music, but this is very different and it's interesting. Oh my god, I need to lie down. That was like, it was slightly what I was expecting, not fully what I was expecting though. I was expecting a ballad, but France, oh my god. So they're sending an established artist with a clearly well-produced song with amazing lyrics. He can sing, he can sing. He doesn't just sing, he sings. His voice is crazy. It's almost like that way when you hear Sam Ryder live, you get that kind of goose pimple effect and it's like, oh my god. I can't be the only one that's really surprised by that. I won't lie, before he was announced as the French representative this year, I wasn't hopeful for France this year, really. They just sent what seemed to be a really good song with Lazara and Évidemment and then completely flopped. I don't think they had much hope, to be honest with you, but if anything, it's just given them a kick up the butt. This seems amazing. It's promising. This definitely has an appeal to it. People will love this. I think this will be a fan favourite. Okay, so let's do this rating. I'm going to do something you should never ever do. I'm going to compare it to Évidemment, even though they're completely different songs. I do prefer this already. I prefer this. I think I'm going to give the song like an 8. We'll give it an 8.5 actually. I love the lyrics. The lyrics were amazing. I think almost it will be like a bit of heartbreak of his. Yeah, it definitely seems quite personal to him. Very emotional actually. I can see a lot of people maybe crying to this song. Voice, easily a 9. Obviously, I don't know if that was live or not. It sounded live. Like the acoustics of that microphone sounded very live. And it did say live performance on it, didn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it says live performance, so it might be live. If that was, then oh my god. He's like the same level of Sam Ryder. Like Sam Ryder's voice live is better than it is in the studio version. So like, I've not heard the studio version yet, but his voice is a 9 right now. That could change to like a 9.5, even possibly a 10. Like his voice may be a 10. And yes, staging and visuals. I mean, there was visuals in that at the end where it was like the lights were shining on his shirt and it was like all glittery on the floor. That was like a daughter moment from Melody Festival. It's been done before, but still it's a really good idea. And the visuals are amazing. Kind of reminded me of the music video from Lazara last year. Very intimate, quite dark, but a few lights. Loved what he was wearing. You can definitely translate that onto stage. So yeah, the visuals were great as well, but I'm not going to like give it an amazing score because I don't know anything about what they're going to be doing for staging yet. I mean, we are closer to Eurovision 2023 than we are to 2024. France have released their song closer to Eurovision 2023. It's crazy. They're so early. But we'll give the staging and the visuals an 8 for now. So that means that my score of Mon Amour by Slimane is 8.5, which is amazing. Like for the first song for Eurovision 2024, we are starting out with a bang. It is absolutely incredible. I expected a song like this, but I didn't expect it to be that good. I mean, France, I just don't associate this kind of sound or these kind of visuals either with France. It's just, yeah, I can't believe it. I'm so excited though. Usually I don't like countries sending ballads, but I'm very excited for this. Like, this seems promising. From a Big 5 country, we've got our first Big 5 country that seems to be promising. It's so good. I'm so excited. But that's enough about me. What did you think of this song, the first song of Eurovision 2024? If you did enjoy it, tell me how much you enjoyed it down below in the comments. We'll have a little conversation about our first song of the year. Remember to like this video and subscribe for more content exactly like this one. More song reactions. I'm heading to Nice for Junior Eurovision in about 2 weeks time, and I am going to Malmo, so I'm very hyped, very buzzed. Please subscribe and help me out. It helps me out a bunch. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. We're done. I'm going to go to bed. It's very late. See ya. Bye bye.